in a minute. So, welcome back, and I hope all is well. Did you guys miss me? I kind of think you guys did. I missed y'all. Okay, so we're going to get into a few different things. We're going to get into Kanye West. We're going to get into Shannon Sharpe, and we're going to get into what's being talked about. Okay, let me find myself too. So just give me a minute. It's kind of, I wouldn't say like a learning curve, but it's been a minute and I'm trying to find myself. Okay, so I found myself. So just give me a minute because it's going to take me a minute to kind of get used to how I do things. But yeah. Oh, I know I'm gonna be in trouble when some of my people come in. It's like, where you been? What's going on? Why ain't you telling us what's going on? So let me do this. But we definitely need to talk about this. And only reason why I'm coming live now is because we talked about um 2025 being an interesting year. Celebrities were going to be saying why, what are we saying? Why are we seeing this? And it's kind of concerning. And I'm going to mention why it's concerning. I'm actually trying to put my disclaimer in. And I'm going to tell you why it's concerning. Because we're having issues with several podcasters. We're having issues with Shannon Sharpe. We're having issues with DJ Academics. We had a few issues with Joe Button. So that's my biggest concern. Why are podcast men going through the situations that they're going through? And it's concerning. Let's do the disclaimer though. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use. For purposes such as criticism, comma, comments, comma. Okay, well, people are slowly coming in, and I'm glad that I'm here. It's just going to take some time for people to realize that I'm here. We were doing major numbers. So I missed you guys. I did. Hey. And everybody says, I miss your sense of humor, you coming on, talking to us. But we're going to get to the Shannon Sharpe issue because it is an issue. We're going to talk about the Kanye West issue. And the Shannon Sharpe issue, he had a major boost in ratings when Cat Williams came on. And then Monique talked to him about dating. And it's kind of like if he did start dating this young lady in 2003, his major interview with Cat Williams 2004, and then this came out in 2005. And then we're hearing the audio in regards to the young lady speaking out. So, and then we have the Kanye issue, which is, like I said, a huge issue. And I hate that I'm bouncing back and forth, but you're seeing a lot of major men that are having concerns. And when we look at Kanye, I've always said something's not right, something's going on. These celebrities are going to be doing interesting things in 2025. We said that. We've said that. We said it. We did. Yep. Watch the play. Was Shannon Sharpe moving a certain way because he allegedly knew this was going to come out? Was he doing certain things? Now, I also told y'all when he had that situation in regards to him hitting the button going live, there's a lot of things you have to do to go live. There's a lot of things you have to do to hit the live button. And many people were like, Shannon, no, don't go this route, bro. We know what it takes to go live. When I hit this tablet to go live, there's several different steps. So when you're live and you're having adult time, why would you have it near your so everyone could hear everything that's being said? I'm cautious. See, that's going to take a minute too. So I'm kind of glad I'm doing the live just to kind of get used to how I have to speak. I have to watch my words. I have to be cautious of things I say on YouTube. But when he went live and everybody was like, no, yeah, we butt dial people, but to hit the live button, you don't normally do that because you have to go into the app to go live. When you butt dial somebody, it's not like you're butt dialing on FaceTime. That's different than going live. You understand what I'm saying? So people were side eyeing Shannon then. So I get it. But for him to say this and then the audio's coming out, there are people that are talking about the lawsuit. Over here, we talk generally about what's going on, why it's going on, what's happening, and watching the play. So my page is a little bit different because we actually think outside the box and we talk about what's being said. So it's basically saying Shannon Sharpe, he's a little upset with Mr. Busby. He's basically saying that it's a shakedown. This isn't right. Tony Busby targets African American men. That's what Shannon's thought is. But that does not mean that is true. We understand Attorney Busby had a situationship with Jay-Z. And I told y'all in regards to that lawsuit, in regards to Jay-Z and what was talked about 2 or 3 months ago, a lot of us didn't believe it. But there were so many people that was trying to push that narrative that it sounded like no. We were like, no, if the father don't recall picking this girl up 5 hours and they drive 5 hours home and they didn't stop and they're not communicating, it didn't sound right. So people are side-eyeing Attorney Busby. Before the Diddy situation, Jay-Z situation, many people were like, wow, he has all these cases and all these alleged victims and people went to him. And before all this, Attorney Busby was pretty much well known, well liked, but he attached himself to the alleged Diddy victims and then he attached himself to the alleged Jay-Z situation because it became false. And the case alleged was dismissed about the Jay-Z Diddy situation because things weren't adding up. Things were not adding up. And then you have to remember what was said is that the case in regards to Diddy Jay Z was transferred to his law office, but you have to vet. You got to get the police reports. You got to get text messages. You got to vet every case. That's why I've always said, in regards to the Diddy cases, he's innocent till proven guilty in a court of law, period. Now, in regards to Shannon Sharpe, because we are going to play the audio and we're going to play what he's saying as well. In regards to the Shannon Sharpe situation, why? Many people are saying, Shannon, why are you dating someone that's the age of what we're being told? It's being reported that the young lady was um, 19, 20. He's older. I'll just say older. And we're going to get into the audio. Hold on, let me pull it from TMZ. Well, I could probably pull it from anywhere. But yeah, the biggest thing is he's a grown man. And then we're hearing the audio in regards to what he's saying to her. And then she's saying, don't try and manipulate me. You know what I mean? So let's see. Are we past 10 minutes? That's the other thing. I got to get used to certain things can be played after a certain time. Y'all let me know. Can you guys hear me okay? Press 1 if you can hear me okay. Press 2 if the sound is a little muffled. Um, I got to make sure this is up. Can you guys hear me okay? Press 1 if you can hear me okay. Press 2 if the sound is muffled. It's going to take a little time for everyone to come back on in. The numbers we were doing was pretty major, but that's why I'm doing it now, just to kind of get reaffiliated with going live. But yeah, and then this is the one thing I also noticed that a lot of people aren't hopping on this topic because they were like, well, what? And now the voice recordings are out. The voice recordings are out. Let's see. Hold on. I'm going to play the audio. I'm going to wait till 10 minutes. We only have like 30 seconds left. But yeah, many people are saying, Shannon, great career. You left the skip thing and then you went on your own. You know why? And maybe that's why he acted allegedly. I don't know. Maybe that's why he acted like that with Monique. And that's the one thing too. Have you guys noticed when people go on his show, they want to talk about him? Most interviews, they're talking about what's going on. But on his show, people want to talk about him. So let's go into this clip and then we're going to go into the audio.
Family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all Tony Busby, who is targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every
stereotype. I have to watch certain words.
That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Get Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just always do. I love all of you guys. Thanks. To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you.
So he's basically saying it's a shakedown. Okay, so then there was audio released in regards to Shannon Sharpe. Should I pull it from somewhere else? Let me see. Hold on one second. And that's why I said earlier, it's alleged that this is his voice, but it definitely sounds like his voice of him speaking to her.
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Do what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh no, that mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna fucking kill the shit out of you when I see you.
That's concerning.
Thank you.
I don't.
You know what?
Oh, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think.
So he's basically saying this is them on the phone, allegedly.
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Do what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh no, that mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna fucking kill the shit out of you.
Not good.
Thank you.
Just give it time to refocus.
I don't.
You know what?
Oh, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do.
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just.
So that's the alleged release phone call between the two of them. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that whole situation. Like I said, can you guys hear me okay? Press 1 if you can hear me okay. Press 2 if the sound is muffled. Let me know in the comments how you feel about this whole Shannon Sharpe situation issue. Let me know how you feel about the phone call recording being released. And let me know, is Shannon Sharpe done? It's being alleged also that he was supposed to receive a contract in regards to some of his shows, a combination of his shows. He was due to sign a contract recently. What's going to happen with that? They dated in the lawsuit. I want to say it started in 2003. He had the interview with Cat Williams and several different famous people in 2004. He received a lot of money in regards to that interview with Cat Williams, and they talked about a lot. And like I said, a lot of times the conversations between him and the guests, they would often talk about him, and they would kind of change the subject. And I talked about that. I talked about that. Other people talked about that. And it's interesting how people would want to talk about him and what he had going on. And now, we've seen him. That's the other thing. We've seen him with different, and people were like, well, what's going on? And then people were like, the recording of. And then allegedly somebody had to call him to hang up the phone from him allegedly being live, you know? And then he says, oh, from now on, I'm going to just leave my phone in the car. What? Why would you need to leave your phone in the car? Why would you not just put it in? I'm sure his house is huge. Why not just leave it in the kitchen? If your bedroom is several rooms and feet over, you know what I mean? Well, why not just make sure the phone is off or on silent or in a different room of your bedroom? And that way, if it rings, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I wanted to go live. I wanted to talk about the Shannon Sharpe issue situation. I'm really concerned about Kanye. So let's get to the Kanye situation. This I was trying to decide if this is an older video. Chris Rock looks young. This is them meeting the Pope. This is an older video. Yeah, see, this is like, yeah, well, maybe not. Chris had the grayer hair. I was trying to see if this was recent. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But this is them taking the picture and them near and by. R.I.P. to Pope Francis. Okay, so let's get to. We talked about this. I'll play it again because people are coming in.
And you're just gonna hang up on me, so I feel like
more people are coming in.
Hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a bitch to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, no, that mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the shit out of you.
Dot. This is a concern for Shannon.
Thank you.
So is he sad because they broke up? Is he sad because he got outed? Is he sad because the messages are being leaked and he's leaked messages? What's his messages being said? She's about to start talking again.
You know what?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
So everybody's talking about Shannon. Shannon, why was you not smarter? Why was you not thinking? And then Dr. Umar's trying to make it in regards to him dating outside of the race. I don't even think that has anything to do with it. You could date who you want to date, but you got to just make sure you date somebody that you're evenly yoked with and make sure that an NDA is signed and you're comfortable because it sounds as if in the lawsuit, it sounds like as if they did a lot of role playing in the comments and the messages. And okay, all right, Shannon, I'm done. Um, Bianca Sensori is being talked about as well, and this is a little bit older. That's why I'm not going to play the video. But many people are concerned about Bianca going back into this situation if this is how Kanye's acting, and many people are concerned about Kanye. Um, this is something that he's working on.
All this stuff, hide your hiding stuff. I mean, you walk around looking for your keys, you lose stuff. But this is you walk, scroll, storage, and then it's gonna get.
I don't know if there's music playing in the background, but he's talking about building something and how that's going to work out. But this is the biggest thing. Kanye goes from not speaking at all to speaking to where he's talking about his ex, he's talking about his mom now. Kanye has been mentioning several things, and people are kind of concerned. And I get it. I'd be concerned too. Didn't I tell y'all? Be careful who you marry. He's introducing digital streams today. Da, da. Didn't I tell you got to be careful who you marry, who you have children by? Earlier today, I posted a video in regards to Kanye West is saying he hasn't seen his son Saint at all this year in 2025. How is that, and why is that you haven't seen your child, your son? He's seen North. He's even gone to North's different things that North has had or North has been around. Remember, North did that song. Kim didn't feel that it should be released. Kanye found out that he did not have the trademark along with her in regards to the children. And you would think that a married couple, when they were married, I'm sure that's when the trademarks were assigned. Why wasn't Kanye's name added along with the other parent trademark where he would be able to have a say so? And I've told y'all this also, that Rob Kardashian, and there's a concern about Rob Kardashian and Black China, alleged the Kardashians tried to take that trademark over. So is Kanye acting the way that he's acting because he's upset with Kim regarding the trademark, or is Kanye acting the way that he's acting because it's just Kanye? Press 1 if you guys can hear me okay. Press 1 if you guys can hear me okay. Press 2 if the sound is muffled. And thank you for the ones that did hit the like button. I really appreciate that. I don't know if people can double tap the screen now. We'll have to see about that. But what is really going on with Kanye? Remember how back in the day I told you guys Kanye will go through speaking for about a month or two and then he's quiet. Kanye's continuously talking. Kanye's continuously trying to create. Is he doing this also to promote songs? And then this is the other thing. If what he's saying in regards to the cousin, that's concerning if the cousin is in lockup. Because how do you not know that that's not going to affect the cousin's life? Can I ask you guys a question? And maybe you guys can't comment. Maybe I hit something you guys can't comment. So I'm sorry if that's what's happening. Do you think that Kanye cares about other people? Or do you think he just cares about himself? Because shouldn't he be thinking about his children, his exes, his current wife, and what they go through? So why isn't Kanye thinking? Now, you got to remember, my page, Watch the Play, my page was one of the pages that talked about Kanye dressing Bianca, how he dresses Bianca. Concerning how you dress her in your private time is one thing, but how you dress her out in the streets where children can see her parts. Why would you not be concerned about a young child that may not know what a chest looks like, what that looks like? Why wasn't Kanye ever concerned about taking her out and younger children seeing how Bianca was dressed? So that's concerning. Why doesn't he care about what he's doing, saying? And last night, y'all, go back and listen to DJ Academics. So concerning. Why is Shannon Sharpe having concerns? Why is DJ Academics having concerns? Why was Joe Budden having concerns? And I'm allegedly hearing that I don't know if his sleepwalking thing got dismissed or not, but a lot of these podcasters are having concerns, and so are these men. I would say something, but I'm cautious. I thank goodness I'm still smart about that. But why is Kanye doing what he's doing? Why doesn't he think about his children, that they attend school and what could be said to them? Why does he not care about what Bianca and how she's being portrayed? Why doesn't he care about that? You know? So that's a concern. Is he that far gone to where is, oh, if you have not heard, go back and listen to his song about Bianca, and then go back and listen to Academics last night concerning. It's almost like Academics was bobbing his head to some of the songs that Kanye's created this year. What? So Hollywood, Hollyweird, I'm concerned about things that's being said, things that's being done. There's a lot of things that's going on. Certain podcasts as well. Certain podcasts do want to put out this narrative. Now that certain people are locked up, let's be very clear. I'll be general though. My page is general, but I got to keep y'all, certain people are locked up for what they wanted people to do and get into. Now it seems as if, alleged, who will take over for the weirdness? So we got to watch the play in regards to Hollywood, Hollyweird seeking for that narrative, toxic narrative, to still be put out there. I side eye Chloe all the time. I do. Chloe's trying to use Lamar. Chloe's trying to use Tristan. Kim wanted to trend with Kanye. Now she's trending with Kanye. Be careful who you marry. Be careful who you date. In regards to the K's and the J's, I tell you all the time, mothers teach your daughters different. These K's and J's wanted these men. Kim wanted Kanye. Kanye wanted Kim. Chloe wanted Tristan. Chloe got Tristan. Chloe wanted to trend now with Lamar. She's now trending with Lamar. Kylie, hello. Hello. Let's see. Thank you. I didn't think people could even comment. So thank you for your comment. I was asking people to press one if they could hear me. So thank you for your comment. Yeah, this is the thing, that they wanted that narrative to be put out there, and they wanted things to be to where is, if you wanted to do XYZ, you'd try and make it comfortable where you could go different places, and they're trying to normalize. Yeah, Kanye has mentioned about concerns with schooling. I'm not going to mention the school where his children attend, but Kim could go through a private interest and she doesn't. But if Kanye is saying he hasn't seen his son since and in 2025, that could be a concern in regards to sparking his anger and frustration. But this is the biggest thing. Kanye needs to be careful. It's different when you're having a conversation with your friends and then you're putting it out there on media. Why isn't he trying to not protect Bianca image and what she's wearing? Why is he not trying to protect his children? They're still young. You know what I'm saying? If you're upset with the K's and the J's, that's one thing. But to not seem that you care about, and then the concern is the comments he's making about his mom, y'all. Some of the things I wouldn't believe. I think I would believe it. I've been doing media for 3 years, so I'm not surprised. That's why my page is a little bit different. And even when the K's and the J's and people post stuff, I see that they're posting stuff to distract. My page is a little different, and I know that ticks people off. So some people will come over here, listen to what I'm saying, and they'll create videos from what I said. So that's why I had to be very careful what I say and make sure I make my videos in regards to that. Something's going on with Kanye. I don't know if it's the distraction. He's trying to sell music. I don't know if the Bianca situation is not a healthy situation because maybe she's a yes person. Have you noticed Bianca doesn't say anything? She doesn't really post. She did that shopping in the mall. She did that one video and we really don't hear from Bianca. So if Kim wants to say Bianca's seeking my attorney or Bianca's seeking help from me, Bianca's not even going to respond to Kim. Bianca's not going to say anything. That's concerning. A woman should have a voice. A man should have a voice. In a relationship, you should be able to feel comfortable, safe, and do you. So, are you guys surprised that Bianca came back? I'm surprised she went back. I know her family was like, "Stay gone. Don't try and help him." And see, maybe he pulled at Bianca's heartstrings to come back. I need your help to do XYZ. And then to find out he said what he said yesterday. Is it okay? Let's see. See, so that's interesting that they went to school with. Yep, I see that too. I see it too. There's certain things that they want the narrative to put out. Why is Kanye doing what he's doing? And did you guys see who he was just recently trying to connect to? We had said when all these lawsuits and these court cases come up, I said some of these celebrities are going to flip out and trip out. I said that. I didn't think it would be this. So, why is Kanye releasing what was going on? I was listening to a law page last night, and if I'm not mistaken, if the person that he did what he did regarding, I have to be careful what I say, if what Kanye's saying is true, they were saying if the person that's in jail wants to file something, I think they said that where they're at, there's no statute of limitation. So if they wanted to file something, they possibly allege could. Why is Kanye saying what he's saying? Why is he not? And then the comments about his mother. Why? And in this whole time, just this year, he's been talking about his mom in a way that we just did not expect. Go look it up. I'm not certain things. I don't want to repeat. It's problematic. But go check out what Kanye said about his mom. Go check out what he said about his mom a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and then recently in regards to yesterday. What he said he found regarding his dad, what he said he found about the closet regarding his mom. Because sometimes I'll give you guys the general and then you'll be able to look it up and click and say, okay, that's what she was talking about. I'm cautious about what I say just to protect my integrity because sometimes people will twist stuff that you say and that's not what I said because you only caught 10 seconds of a clip. But yeah, many people are very concerned about Kanye. Very concerned because sometimes he's quiet and then he'll come out and say something. And have you guys noticed? This is another thing I've noticed about Kanye. Kanye will try and trend outside of their show. Kanye will try and trend outside of the show. So is he trying to bring the K's and the J's down? Is it that he needs certain situations? People were said, this shouldn't even be happening to Wendy. We see that Kanye's doing XYZ. But see here, he seems normal, showing stuff that he's working on. I did not post the thing that the interview he had with academics. I didn't post that. I didn't even really play the clips. But if you can go find the clips in regards to Kanye talking about what he's experienced, and he's also mad. Kanye's mad at the industry for not helping regarding his children. And remember how DJ Academic said, you chose her, you married her. And I've said this before, be careful who you marry, be careful who you have children by. Be careful. If you guys are not evenly yoked, you become frustrated in regards to what the choices are for your children for 18 years. And then allege Kanye has to pay, allege, so much in child support. We're hearing that it's 200K per month and allege that's the most that's ever been reported. Hello? That's a lot of money. 2K per month? Yeah, that whole situation, I don't like how they make Chloe look and I don't like how they make North look. Sorry. I don't like it. How they had, I can go through samples, how they had North trying to grab Chloe's drink, how they had North slapping her friend in the face, how they want to put North around adults to entertain her. I don't like it. I don't like it. How Khloe Kardashian wants to talk about Lamar Odom. Why? Why won't the Kardashians let Chloe heal? But instead, they want to bring up past situations. And then this is the other thing. Did you catch it? How Chloe said that when she caught Lamar cheating, what she did to that person. But instead, TMZ will say, Oh, Chloe just caught Lamar cheating. Why didn't they cover that she just said that she hurt someone? I have to watch what I say. She hurt someone. Why are we talking about Chloe Lamar and Chloe Lamar's situation with 15, 20 years ago? Still trying to stay relevant, and they're bringing up old storylines. It's almost like an end of an era, and they don't know what to say, they don't know what to do. But how they portray Chloe, not a good situation. Not a good situation. They're not making Chloe look good. And I talked about this last year. How they make Chloe look. But Chloe's here for it though. She likes it. She likes the attention. She likes the attention from men. And remember how I told y'all last year Chris wanted Chloe to have a podcast, and Chloe then said no, and then now she has a podcast. Go back and listen to what Chloe is saying on her podcast. Under her parents' bed, what her mom told her to do on dates. Hollywood. 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 So concerning. So concerning. And then when Kanye's doing this, they're doing even more. Kanye likes to go viral. Ray J likes to go viral. Kim likes the media attention to go viral. The K's and the J's like, and then here's Rob. They knew, they were like, thank goodness, here's Easter. Let's show a picture of Rob. Rob don't want to have nothing to do with nothing. He'll do his once a year picture. Here we go. You know what I'm saying? Rob don't want no parts in it because Rob used to tell the mom, oh, you're doing that for attention. Oh, you're only saying that for attention. Oh, you look like a, remember? How Rob would be like what people were thinking of. So they said, got to get rid of him being able to speak out of what people are thinking. Let's make it about the girls, you know? So in regards to them being on E, in regards to them being on Hulu, the K's and the J's are bringing up old storylines to stay current, to try and stay relevant. But I question how they make Chloe look and how they make North look, period. Courtney would never. How they treat Chloe, Courtney would never. Courtney would have put her foot, and she does. Courtney put her foot down. And then think about it. Courtney got married, and they gave Courtney a hard time about that. And then they tried to entangle a K and a J regarding that. Who dated who? Did they date what when he was married? You know what I'm saying? It's all the unhealthy relationships is concerning. The girls are expected to date, and I've said that. The mom can be in a long-term relationship. Yes, she can. The mom can be in an 8-10 relationship. How long she been dating Corey? How long was Chris with Caitlyn, Bruce, who's respectfully now Caitlyn? But Kylie is expected to date and have a storyline. Kim is expected to try and figure stuff out. But many people see that Kim likes to talk about her exes, and so does Chloe. And men don't want that. They can be moved on from a K and a J, and the K's and the J's will bring up an X. And the X is like, I moved on. Look at the whole situation when Kim dated Pete. Pete had moved on, and Kim was still making him a part of her story for about a good year. Once a month, twice a month, but still, Pete had moved on. Let's see. Oh, really? Oh, really? I like you. You need to make sure you come back. I don't know if next month I'm going to start going live again around 10 or 11. I don't know. I'm going to have to check my schedule. But you're a good person, to kind of communicate with. But I guess as a mom for Brandy, Ray J, but look at Ray J. Ray J loves media attention too. Kanye loves media attention. Kim loves media attention. And I would imagine, Ray J's mom always had to be so protective of because what if Ray J kept silent all that time and then 2-3 years ago he said, this is what really happened. You guys really want me to talk and blah, 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 blah. So that's a whole thing in regards to Ray J. It is. That's a whole situation. And even Ray J, many people feel that he's going above and beyond the trend. Look at what he said to Kai Cenat 2 weeks ago, a week ago. Oh yeah, Kai, I'd like to come over and stream with you guys. Hello! I was hoping you would come in. I stayed live just to see Paris. Hello, sweet Paris. I was hoping I would see your name. I say lie just to see your name. Real talk. Hi, dear. Hello. Paris is um with me from the beginning. I always give the rundown, Paris. You know me. Paris was with me from the beginning when I only had what 3,000 subscribers. Now we're at 34, 35K. Hello, all is well. Doing amazing. Doing amazing. Yeah, I've been posting shorts, Paris, so you knew I was good. I was like, I gotta post these shorts. Even if I just do audio with it. But yeah. YouTube is something else, and that's all I'll say. It's almost like they wanted me to recreate another. But I had already said that YouTube was something else. I missed you too, girl. Ooh, 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 ooh. Miss my Paris. Okay, so Paris, I may. So, like I said, Paris was with me from the beginning. She's one of my mods. She was, telling people to hit the like. She's been with me. It was Paris, Ryan, Watcha. There's a bunch of people. But with Paris, yeah, I miss you too, girl. But yeah, YouTube's something else. They are. Um, and I just started posting on my other page doing shorts. So during that time, I probably should have built that page up, but this is my main page. But yeah, YouTube is something else. I'll just say it that way. And there's some things I got to get figured out. I'll just say it that way too. But I've noticed that certain content creators, they want you to create two pages. That's doing extremely well, so they'll get that revenue. But I didn't do that because I was so busy having a great time. So all is well, Paris. I knew. I'm so happy to be talking to you, Paris. I'm so happy. Yes, Paris. What do you think about this Kanye stuff, girl? And this Shannon Sharpe stuff, girl? And Paris, Diddy's trial will be starting in May. Yes, Diddy's trial will not be delayed. It was denied. So his trial will be starting in May. So I'm glad I'm coming back next month, trying to go live either at 10 or 11. It might have to be 10, but you know me, Paris. You know me, Paris. Right around 9, 9:30, I'm like, who picked this time? Who picked this time? Yeah, so might need to be 10. I don't know if I want to do 12 or 1, but I got to figure it out. Mm-hmm. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna have to pick the time. Yeah, this Kanye thing, it's got me side eyeing. Why now? Why say it now? Why put that person in the situation they're in? And you know what I'm saying? Why isn't Kanye protecting himself, his children, and his family? Why? Why? Okay, so this is the biggest thing. And I'm glad I just saw that message. Look at how Kanye is dressing his wife. Young adults, children that are younger than a certain age, don't even need to be seeing how he's dressing his wife. What you do in your own private time is your own private time. But Kanye likes to trend and go viral, and then he likes to add music to that. It has nothing to do with, there's a bigger picture here and things that he should be concerned about, and it doesn't seem like he is. So many people are side eyeing what's really going on with Kanye, what's really going on with Shannon Sharpe. And then this is the other thing I'll say too. There's a lot that's going on with podcasters, you guys. Look at the DJ Academic situation. 3 to 4 months ago, when he was making those comments to that young child, look at the Joe Button situation. And I don't know if the Joe Button situation has been cleared up, but look at the Joe Button situation. Now look at the Shannon Sharpe situation. People need to be very clear and careful who they spend time with. Yes, very close to May. I think Diddy's case is supposed to be May 5th. The request to delay it was denied. Paris, do you recall when I said different celebrities are going to be acting out and we're going to be wondering what and why? I said that. Many celebrities are going to be flipping out, tripping out, and we're going to be saying what and why. I said that. I said that. Look at what Ray J's saying. Look at what Kanye said. Oh, Ray J, let's do blah, 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 blah. I got to be careful with that too. But yeah, there's just so much going on. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's just a lot going on. But the biggest thing is many people are shocked of what he's saying, even about his mother. You know, why isn't he protecting his image? Why isn't he protecting his children? Many people are wondering if Kim's going to run to the courts to get final and sole custody of the children because of what he is saying. Legal people are basically saying if the gentleman should file documents, if the person he talked about should file legal documents against him. So my page, I watch general stuff, I watch legal stuff just to get an idea or a spin. So my page is a little different that we talk about what, why, who, and how. Yeah. So much going on. So much going on. And we said it. We said that there's going to be a lot going on and people are going to be flipping out. We're not going to understand why. This is the biggest thing. The conversation that Kanye has within his friend group is one thing, but what he puts out there, why is he not wanting to protect? Because I said this before too. Why does he want his wife looking like that in public? Why is he not wanting to protect his children who are in school? You know what I mean? And then, if you guys did not see that, this morning I posted that Kanye said he has not seen his son Saint in 2025. Is his son Saint not wanting to fool with him because of what he's saying, what he's doing, and how he's alleged, you know, having his wife dressed? Maybe his son doesn't want to be around the dad because of how the wife is dressing. And maybe the son alleged, I don't know. I don't know why the son doesn't want to be around his dad. Wait a minute, y'all. Didn't Kanye create a song in regards to his son, Bully? Maybe his son didn't like that he did that. And you guys are going to have to be patient with me because it's been a minute since I've been live. He definitely wants the attention, and it's not good attention. It's not good attention. But you figure the K's and the J's want to trend every week. Now Kanye want to trend every week. Go back and look at what Charlemagne is saying about Kanye. So I'm wondering if that's why his son doesn't want to be bothered. Is the son mad about the song? Is the son mad about how the wife is dressing? You know, is he going to lose access to all his children and they're not going to want to be fooling with him or bothered with him? And is Kim alleged? I don't know. Not that something's been said. I got to used to how I talk to you guys because how I talk with my friends and family is not how I talk here because I have to watch what I say and do. Even more so now. But it's all good. But yeah, is Kim going to run to the courts to say, hey, this is what he announced? And he did it up in for 8 years? Paris. I was like, what? And I'm wondering, is Kanye done? What was said yesterday gasped a lot of people. Ooh. Okay, see, I'm glad you're here, Paris, because that's what I talked about when I probably the first 5 or 10 minutes. Uh-huh. I talked about that. Because when you're listening to certain podcasts, the narrative. Yep, we talked. Me and Paris, we eye to eye. I was telling y'all that's why Paris is my girl. Yeah, the certain narratives that's pushed. Now that certain people are locked up, this is what I said. Now that certain people are locked up, who's going to push that narrative? Who's going to push what they want people to do? Look at how they got the young girls doing and saying, and even with I even said with Chloe's podcast, I'll just say it. With Chloe's podcast, it's concerning. How she said she was under her parents' bed, how her mom told her what she should be doing when she's dating. And now she's got Lamar Odom. Go back, and it's concerning. Go back and look at how Lamar treated Chloe back then. Why are you even giving this man air space? Why? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back, Paris. If Lamar was cheating on Chloe, why would Chloe put that man on a TV show? Tristan cheated. Why would you put him on a TV show and give him a bag? You caught Lamar cheating and you injured somebody regarding his cheating. You went on a show with him, had a show with him, and you had a cologne together. What? Yes, she did tell her which, baby, so concerning. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Mothers teach your daughters different. Be careful who you marry and be careful who you have children by. If you're not evenly yoked, your child is going to be brought up in an environment you don't want. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. Oh, I could say something right now. Paris, no. When I catch it and I want to say something, I close my mouth. You got to be careful who you have children by. You got to be careful who you marry. You got to be careful who your friends are. Shannon Sharpe thinking everything cool between. That's the other thing, Paris. We talked about Shannon Sharpe before you got here. Shannon Sharpe thought it was cool to date a 20 year old saying what he was saying. Now, he released some of her messages. Let's see what his messages are. My goodness, Shannon. We're having concerns about major podcast people. Shannon Sharpe, what DJ Academics. We've had concerns about Joe. There's concerns about some of these podcast people. Men. I don't think women are, some of the women are not having concerns about thoughts and feelings. The only podcaster I'm side eyeing has been Chloe in regards to what narratives Chloe's putting out there. And then she puts Lamar on the show, but then she shades Lamar. Oh, he wants to have this doll. She could have chose not to have Lamar on that show. Mm, yeah, yeah. So concerning. And I think that that might be why it's an end of an era regarding them. I think people are tired of it. Chloe can't play the victim. Chloe caught him cheating. Chloe still put him on a show, then had a show with him. And then they had a cologne together. So Chloe can't play the victim. The mother expects those girls to date. And I've said this about Kylie. It don't look like Kylie have her children around Timothy. But then I saw a post that Kylie's um Timothy mom thinks Kylie is a nice blah 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 blah. I think Timothy's there to help clean up Kylie's image. I do. I think Timothy's there to clean up Kylie's image. You got to remember, I saw a picture in regards to Kanye, Pete Davis, Kid Cudi, and Timothy Chalamet. What does that tell you? Three people out of that picture, two people Kim had dated. Kim dated Kanye and was married to him. Kim dated Pete. And then Timothy Chalamet, it was an older picture. Timothy Chalamet was dating Kylie. So be careful who you marry, be careful who you date. Yeah, the whole K and J situation is concerning. Hollywood, Hollyweird. We speak about it all the time. I knew that there was going to be a lot going on in 2025. I don't know if I expected this much. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that tunnel stuff concerning. And then people tried to say, "Oh, it's not real." Huh, okay. Because at first I was like, well, is it? Is it not? But then there was more that came out to show. Because see, that's the other thing you got to be careful of. Be up of. Because I posted something in regards to Radar Online saying, "Oh, Kim's trying to help Bianca," and then I played a clip that Bianca was back hanging out with Kanye. Yeah, they tried to make us think that it wasn't true because remember they had said that the drawing plans were fake and somebody tried to do April Fool. So sometimes that's why in certain things I'll say real or fake. And then sometimes I'll catch stuff and I'll tell you guys, I'll debunk stuff too. Oh no, y'all, I'm sorry. I saw this from this legal page and this is what's really going on. So a lot going on, y'all. Not certain what's going on with Kanye. Not certain what's going on with Shannon Sharpe. More stuff is going to come out. And remember how I told y'all this too. I never want to be the first to tell a story. Why? Because more and more stuff is going to come out. That's how they trick you. Be the first and get played. Be the first and watch the play change. Because many people were like, no, is that possible? Shannon. He was like, what time tomorrow? Um, Not certain if I'm going live tomorrow or if I'm gonna just do my shorts. I gotta check dates on something. I know in May I'm gonna try and go back to live right around 10. But if I go live, I'm gonna try and go live around 10. 10:30. You know me, Paris. I'll be like, who picked this time? Um, and I try and watch what I say too, but 10:30 if I go live. It's something else major. Only reason why I came live today is because I wanted to talk about Kanye and I wanted to talk about Shannon Sharpe. Because I told y'all last year, we're going to be questioning what is really going on with people and why are they, see, there's words. Why are celebrities tripping out? You know, everybody use the crashing out. Why are celebrities flipping out and tripping out? And have you noticed Kanye, Ray J, and several others? Yeah. If I do go live, if something's going on major, then I need to go live. If I'm not live, I'll do my shorts. And then in May, I'll be back live, right around 10:30. And I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do my shorts before 10:30, or if I'm going to do my shorts after. But yes, you guys, I just wanted to go live for a little while. We've been live for like 56 minutes. I appreciate everyone for being here. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. I missed y'all. I missed you, Paris, girl. I miss you guys, but YouTube is something else. Period. That's all I gotta say. But I'm not gonna be played. Nope. And I didn't want to create to do and fill somebody else's pocket. So thank you for being here. Focus on healthy, safe relationships. Be around people that's loving, kind, and respectful. Glad I can remember all my little sayings. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Be blessed. I'm glad you're back with me, Paris. I'm glad you guys are all back with me. Don't forget the memberships are over there. We will be generally talking about the Diddy situation, the court case, the trial, what celebrities will be named in the trial, whose names will be attached. Are you guys surprised that they would not let him delay? And he added an attorney who was Young Thug's attorney. So he has a lot of attorneys that's trying to assist and help him in regards to his situation. So thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting. Be blessed, everyone. Focus on healthy, safe relationships, y'all. Hollywood, Hollyweird. They still need somebody out there to put out their narrative concerning. Talk with your children, speak with them about concerning things, and just stay focused. Be blessed. Stay prayed up. Stay prayed up. But I appreciate everyone for being here. I wonder if I should stay live for another, so it's a whole hour. I'll probably do that. Let me know how you feel about the Shannon Sharpe thing. Let's go ahead and play that again.
Family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
Okay, so now let's go to the clip of her.
Who are these people in my house?
Her in the background.
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. It is what it is.
what? What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I don't.
You know what?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think.
So that's her responding to him. Um, that's her responding to. That's him and her on a phone call. Someone just showed me a picture, some family stuff, which is cool. Okay, so that's the phone call in regards to him and her. Well wishes to Shannon Sharpe. Everyone, be careful who you date. Be careful who you associate with. You're at a high standard, great career. You got to be careful who you date. Should he had settled down? Should he have been with one person that he was dating and kicking with? I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I'm shocked because when we look at Shannon Sharpe, he's so controlled, so alleged considerate. When people saw that he got mad at Ocho for being a little late. Then we're hearing that he got upset with her for being late. It's concerning, y'all. Well wishes to people that are involved, that this is happening to. A lot going on with podcasters, a lot going on with people in different celebrities. Let's say it that way. We said it, but I am shocked about Kanye. I'm shocked about Shannon, but I guess I really shouldn't be, right? Should I be shocked? Please like the video, you guys. We only have 4 likes. This video is probably going to get about 1,000 plus 2,000 people. So I definitely need you guys to hit the like button. 4 likes is not that great. And I'm going to really need you guys to hit the like when you guys can. I'm not certain if you guys can double tap the screen or if you have to hit the like above the video, below the video. But I'm still happy to be here, for sure. I'm still happy to be back. But, yeah, Shannon. And that's why I said I did not want to be first. I'm glad I wasn't first. I'm glad I waited till he made a statement. I'm glad I waited until she released. And we can't confirm or deny that's, something that, there's AI too. So that's why my page is a little different. I try and say, well, what if? And what if this is AI? Or what if that was edited? Or what, because Shannon even said that there's alleged something that was 10 minutes and he doesn't have a copy and she does. You know what I mean? Shannon Sharpe. He made a lot of money from that Cat Williams interview. A lot of money. A lot of money. He said he made so much money from the Cat Williams interview that he said that it
Bianca Censor. That was a little rude.
That it succeeded what he made, alleged, he said, in the NFL. He said it exceeded it. Okay, everyone, we've been live for an hour. I'm glad I went live. I'm glad I was able to talk to Paris. I'm glad she saw that I was live. I was like, how long is it going to take for Paris to come on? I didn't know if it was going to be a week, 2 weeks. I didn't know how long it was going to be for Paris to catch that I was live. But I thank goodness. So you guys, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you turn on your notifications. So when I am live, starting in May, or something goes on, I've been posting a lot of shorts in regards to things I think you might be interested in. I've still been working, but I've been doing it under the short content. I've been extremely busy. So thank you for being here. Thanks for tuning in. I'm seeing that you guys are hitting the like button. Thank you. I appreciate you all. I missed you all. And I'm grateful. So continue to hit the like button, continue to support the channel, continue to do memberships after May. Because I don't even know if that's going to go through right now, but I'm telling y'all, so it's okay, YouTube. But I appreciate you guys. Be blessed. Focus on healthy, safe relationships. Be around people that's loving, kind, and respectful. Goodbye, everyone. Be blessed. Thanks for tuning in.